boom, a channeled message was downloaded to me so strongly that I was speaking the words out loud in the shower and I wasn't even aware of what I was saying. Hi everybody, and welcome to another video with Mel. My name is Mel and I am a medium. I created this channel so that other mediums and those who are learning and developing could follow along on this journey with me and have a safe space where they could come to learn and grow and share together. So if that's something that you are interested in, please remember to click like, share the videos, and subscribe so we can keep this community growing and keep it going and have it be a safe space for us to come together in. In today's video, I wanted to talk about channeled messages that I received from Spirit in regards to people pleasing. So let's dive right into it. So last night I was talking to my guides and I was telling them that I wanted to be more receptive to them. I wanted to be able to receive more messages from them. But not just for me, for others, for my family, for my friends, for my YouTube followers, for you guys. I wanted to be able to channel messages for the collective and just be of service to Spirit. And so last night I was talking about that with them and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to work on the logistics. I'll get a plan together. I'm going to write this all down in the morning. Little did I know, Spirit was like, you don't need to write anything down. We got this. I was in the shower this morning and boom, a channeled message was downloaded to me so strongly that I was speaking the words out loud in the shower and I wasn't even aware of what I was saying. So I wanted to share that channeled message from Spirit with you guys today, and I'm hoping to do a lot more videos like this of channeling messages for the collective, for you guys, for those that need these messages, and they will be timeless, which means that anytime you find this video, it was meant for you to find because Spirit led you to it. So this will be a timeless video. So anytime you find this, even if it's not today, not next week, not next month, maybe it's a year from now, it is the right time for you to view it. So I was strongly given a message about people pleasing and how people pleasing is a toxic trait. So people pleasing is where you do things for others and not do something for yourself. So for example, let's say a friend calls and says, hey, come over, let's have drinks. And you don't feel good, you don't want to go. Maybe you're laying in bed watching a movie and you just don't want to get up. But instead of telling that person no, you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to upset them. You don't want to make them feel like you don't want to see them. You don't want to make them feel like, oh, they don't want to be here, so you go. And instead of thinking of it as yourself, you are people pleasing that other person because you don't want them to have any of those negative feelings. When in reality, you've just turned all that around and put it into yourself. Now you're the one that's upset. You're the one that doesn't feel good. You're the one that feels left out because you wanted to do what you wanted to do, and instead of doing it, you get up and go do what this other person has asked you to do. Another example of people pleasing is, let's say you're in a relationship and you do nothing but things for your partner. You do nothing, cook for them, clean for them, but you don't do it out of a space of love. You do it out of a space of, okay, if I don't do this, they're going to be upset. If I don't do the dishes tonight and they wake up and see them tomorrow, they're going to be upset, and I don't want them to be upset. But what if you're tired? What if you don't feel good? What if you've had a busy, long day at work and all you want to do is sit down with a glass of wine, but instead you're thinking about what somebody else is going to do, how somebody else will react? So I hope that clarifies what people pleasing is for you guys. But now I want to get into the channeled messages from my Spirit team. They were specifically telling me that people pleasing is a huge issue here on earth. A lot of us, myself included, I have done it for many, many, many years. A lot of us here on earth put other people's needs ahead of our own. We do things for other people even when we don't want to, even when we feel it in our soul that it's wrong to do, we do it. Think of another example. Let's say you have a friend that you don't necessarily like. It's not that you hate them. Maybe you just don't like them. Maybe you don't like the way they are when they're drunk, but you constantly go around this person. You constantly interact with this person. You are people pleasing this person by keeping them in your life instead of removing them. What do you think that all of that people pleasing does to you? it slowly starts to chip away. And this is what my guides were telling me this morning, that it slowly starts to chip away at you. You lose yourself in others. You lose your desires, your wants, your happiness in others. You are giving a piece of your energy, your soul, your heart, your time, your mind to others, and you're losing that out of you. So think of yourself as a whole solid being, and there's holes and pieces missing because you've been giving that part of yourself to someone else or to others, several others, and you are not a whole being. And that's something my guides channeled to me so strongly, is that we as humans need to stop people pleasing. Think of it also as you are here for your soul's journey, your soul's purpose, your soul's growth, okay? When you leave this earth, are you going to be thinking, man, I should have told Amanda, yes, we should have gone out? Or are you going to be thinking, I'm so glad I did this for myself. I'm so glad I took the time to learn this. I'm so glad I have the memories of this thing I wanted to do. Do you see the difference between the two? Your soul is here for you and your growth and your purpose. And when you're constantly giving yourself to others, you are losing that purpose. You are losing part of your soul. And my guides heavily wanted me to deliver that message of people pleasing is such a toxic trait. It might not seem like it, but it really is if you dig down deep to the soul level. I know that I was very, very people pleasing my whole life. Even sometimes now I do it, but I'm learning to stand up more. I'm learning to say no when I don't want something. I'm learning to have people removed from my life that are toxic or that I don't like being around. We all have that feeling. You don't have to be a medium like me. You don't have to be psychic to know when you're around somebody. You get that feeling of, okay, this isn't right. You know that in your soul. And when you feel that feeling and you keep staying around them, you're losing parts of yourself. It's okay to tell people, I'm sorry, I can't be friends, or I can't go out tonight, or I don't want to do that. It's okay to have those personal boundaries and not people please. Your true friends, your true soul friends are going to understand. And they're going to appreciate the honesty. I know for me, when people are honest with me, I appreciate it so much more than somebody just coming over just because they don't want to hurt my feelings. I want the honesty. I love the honesty. And those in your life that truly love you are going to appreciate that honesty as well. So people pleasing is something that we all have to work on, even me. Something we all have to do to move our collective consciousness into a higher realm, into a higher energy. Because people pleasing, think about it, it's keeping you on low energy, low vibration, because you are sad because you had to do something you didn't want to do. You don't feel good because you had to do something you don't want to do. Think about where that leaves you vibrationally, where that leaves you feeling on a soul level. So people pleasing is not something that should be, oh gosh, I don't want to do that to hurt someone. People pleasing is something, I want to please me. I want to make me happy. I want to do what's right for me. Now, I am not saying at all that saying yes to somebody is a bad thing. We all want to help people. I love to help my mom. When my mom needs help, I love to help her. But I'm saying in those moments, in those situations, those rare moments, those rare situations where it's just you don't want to. You don't feel it. You don't feel right about someone, about something, about a space, a time. Those moments are when you need to take a step back and say to yourself, am I doing this to please them and in turn affect me? Or do I really want to go and it's going to benefit both of us? Always take that step back. There is nothing wrong in taking that step back and saying, what is best for me? Okay? So I would love for you guys to leave your comments down below about people pleasing if you have done it, what you've done to get yourself out of that negative aspect of always having to please someone above yourself. I would love to hear your stories, your comments. Please share them so that others can benefit from it as well. That's the whole point of this channel, is for us to grow and learn together. I would love to read your stories. So please leave those comments down below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Keep our community going. And I appreciate all of you that tuned into this channeled message from Spirit today. I hope to bring you a lot more. I loved the feeling of my spirit guides giving me this message, and it just resonated so strongly with me because it's something that I have fought with for a long time. It's something that I have felt in myself for a long time, always people pleasing someone above myself. And now that I am in this realm, now that I'm in the spiritual world, I can see why it is toxic. And I hope you guys have learned something from this video. Again, leave your comments, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great day, my lovely friends.